One Zambia, one nation. Good evening. Welcome to Zanis News. With me, Ethel Chanda. Our sign language interpreter is Joas Shikombwe. We start the news with the headlines. President Hichilema assures economic boom on the Copperbelt. Alvic International urged to expedite construction of Monga Road. President Hichilema commissions refurbished Buteko Market. We begin Zanis News with an item from the Copperbelt, where President Hakainde Hichilema says government is working tirelessly to ensure the country achieves economic success that will benefit even the church. President Hichilema has also noted that various economic avenues on the Copperbelt have been revived to uplift livelihoods. He was speaking when he congregated at Mindolo Seventh-day Adventist Church in Kitwe this morning. Vupwe Sendwe now reports.
The church remains an important body not only for spiritual guidance but also one of the key players that are called to participate in national development. To this end, President Hakainde Hichilema has called on the church as the body of Christ to preach the art of hard work among congregants. President Hakainde Hichilema said this when he joined worshippers at Mindolo Seventh-day Adventist Church in Kitwe.
As the board of Christ, the whole board of Christ, different churches, the board of Christ is one, isn't it? The board of Christ is it? We thank the board of Christ in our country, in this, our Christian country, because they do a lot of work that the government should primarily do. They perform those roles to dignify our society. And our leader and your leaders, I want to emphasize this point. We must preach the art of hard work in good times, in difficult times. I think that's to exemplify God.
President Hichilema is happy that the church has continued to promote family values to have a better society for all.
But what a great example of what families should be. And I'm glad that people listen when we say things. Sometimes I ask my wife, "Ushabena Zambia, bale kutika, ifitulela ifituleshita." So to hear the family choir of couples reciting what we've been saying over years, that the genesis of a good community is a family. The nucleus of a block of citizens that are God-fearing, that know that stealing is wrong, that know that violence is wrong, that know that working hard is a gift from God. It's a family. We raise the family, couples, children, we've raised the nation.
Copperbelt Province Minister Elisha Matambo thanks the church for offering spiritual support to the government.
For His Excellency to succeed with his plans, his vision, we should continue as a church to pray for him and pray for this government. Even in the space of drought, the Lord who has been fighting for us, the Lord who fought for His Excellency, will still fight for him and for us all.
Giving homily, Copperbelt Province SDA Conference President urged the government to provide special leadership, especially amid the drought crisis being faced in the country.
And you know what crises do? They have a way of interrupting the flow of development. There are some things you outlined to do this year, but a number of them will have to be shelved in order for you to face this Goliath. This defiant Goliath, and I'm sure you know that hungry people are angry people. But if you can stand and say, we are facing this giant, and you say, henceforth, Zambia will never depend on rain again in order to feed ourselves. That calls for national features that will solve the problem of being rain dependent.
Zanis in Kitwe, Copperbelt.
And President Hakainde Hichilema has commissioned the refurbished Buteko market in Mansa District on the Copperbelt province.
Mukwai, today we are here at Buteko market, officially opening this market. Vane, market isuma sana. This is how we should trade, not in the streets. Because today, we need to be clean. Toilets, everything. Then people can buy food, vayaba pika, varia, kwabulo, kuchitashani, kulwala. Mukwaina totelanga nshi. I want to use these few words and say, I am now here, officially, on your behalf, opening Buteko market. The market is now officially open.
Mr. President, simple arithmetic will tell you that 60% they spent 13 million kwacha. 40% we spent 5 million kwacha. It means we are adhering to your directive that we must always procure things at the right price, with the right quality, and the correct delivery time.
President Hakainde Hichilema has gifted the Copperbelt University with 3 boreholes and Mukuba University with 2. Speaking at the commissioning or the drilling of boreholes at Copperbelt University, President Hichilema noted that students or anyone else should not lack basic needs such as water. President Hichilema is optimistic that once the boreholes are installed and operational, issues of sanitation and water will be a thing of the past. Copperbelt University Vice-Chancellor Paul Chisale stated that the institution is faced with sanitation challenges. And Copperbelt University Students' Union President Bright Ngalamika commended the government for the success scored in the economy and appreciated the head of state for promising to buy the institution a new ambulance.
As the Minister of the Copperbelt has indicated, he alerted me of the water challenges here at the Copperbelt University and Mukuba University. And I said to the Minister, I thought you brought me difficult problems. Me, I work on difficult things such as debt restructuring. But there's no water in Mukuba. And he said, yes. I said, go and tell them that there shall be water there. That's why we're here today, to make sure that you, the students, the academic, lecturing staff, administrative staff, the CBU community, Mukuba community, must have what is called the basics. Amongst the basics is water. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Without debt restructuring, this country in the next 10 years was going to pay $7.5 billion in debt service. Now, with what we've achieved now, your country will only pay in 10 years $750 million only. Now you can see the difference. The difference is what we want to use to support you with more meal allowances, more customs, more CDF, more lecturers, to pay the retirees.
Just to thank you for this gesture, because the university really is stressed in terms of sanitation. Also would like to thank you for the issuance of some certificates with regard to the completion of the hostels.
Mr. President, we've seen so many wins in your government that, as we are speaking, debt restructuring is a big win. This is going to add life to the economy and also increase the number of student loans or the student loans that are going to be awarded. Mr. President, I must make mention that this is the first time in history that we are seeing government awarding students up to the 3rd selection. First selection, second selection, and 3rd selection. This is too much.
President Hakainde Hichilema says government is determined to restore human dignity through the provision of quality sanitation to all Zambian communities. The president said this when he commissioned the newly constructed flushable toilets and refurbished sewer system in Kitwe's Kwacha constituency. President Hichilema has also commissioned the Ulangililo water treatment plant expansion project, which will address the water challenges in Kitwe and Kalulushi districts. Details in this report.
President Hakainde Hichilema has severally said that good sanitation is a fundamental aspect of sustainable development, which contributes to environmental protection and social well-being. During the Kwacha constituency by-election in Kitwe in 2022, President Hichilema was saddened by the poor sanitation in the constituency, leading to increased waterborne-related diseases such as cholera, and ordered the local authorities to improve the situation. Today, the president, just like many residents of Kwacha, are overjoyed to witness the commissioning of flushable toilets, replacing pit latrines, which they've been using since independence.
Alatata mwabombe pachili pa kuleka ine kuti nate mwalesabika ku 100 years pali imwe bantu fyo mukabomba fikachilapo tata ndetotera kuli imwe kabineti na kwata ala ukutemwa ntemenwe shishibe kuti waishika bantu kwene ngata ya ndomba ya chindama ni riverside.
So our people would dig shallow wells for sources of water.
Exactly.
And in cases of them finding decent toilets and bathing facilities, they will end up digging pit latrines. So where you see these cabins here, they are sitting on ex or former pit latrines. And these houses, these extensions, some of them have been collapsing because those are hollow places.
Since independence, there's never been flushable toilets. Tamwali ama toilets muno oya abantu bengayako baumfa bwino kukumpa na menshi yaya bale bumfya ama pit latrines. So this day has brought a lot of joy. Ngefyo mumwene abafyashi na abatemwa sana ukutila kateka uwa number 7 ewa isalete chichinto.
The president says it is his government's desire to see to it that sanitation is improved in all rural communities of Zambia.
From here, we continue across Kwacha, Kitwe, Kopala, Zambia. Because development is a process. Te event yo. Abambi ndevo balila ndalanda tawe, takuli village tika. Kuli village tika 2 years and 6 months. Monen, Istutwa Bombe. So many other ways.
It has never been there.
Chingola, Chilila Bombe, Kasumbalesa Road. Buteko Market, Mailo, Kumufurila. Right? The hospital. So many level 1 hospitals we've done, including the cancer hospital, which is coming first time on the Copperbelt in Dollar. Never done before. These toilets, these houses, to give you an example, they are saying since colonial time. It's not true. Since God made this earth, there's never been a flush toilet here. This is the first time.
Later, the president was in Kitwe's Ulangililo to commission the Ulangililo water treatment plant expansion project, which is expected to improve water challenges in Kitwe and Kalulushi, as it will bring about an additional 40,000 cubic liters of water.
You are the first to do an extension for Kitwe.
New plant.
New plant. And this plant is also going to take water all the way to Kalulushi. Wow. 10,000 cubic meters. We are laying a line all the way from here to stop the problems that are in Kalulushi. So Kalulushi will also completely be out in terms of problems. So this will be supplemented by the boreholes that will be seeing the other side.
The president is on a 5-day working visit on the Copperbelt. Kalan Muchima reporting for Zanis in Kitwe.
In Lusaka province, the Department of Community Development and Social Services in Chilanga District has conducted a food preservation and processing demonstration aimed at teaching beneficiaries of the Food Security Park on preservation and processing skills. Details in the following report.
In a bid to empower vulnerable farming households and enhance food security, the Department of Community Development and Social Services conducted a food preservation demonstration exercise for a group of female beneficiaries of the Food Security Program from the 2023 to 2024 rain-fed crop season. Today, female beneficiaries of the program gathered to learn essential skills in food preservation and processing.
Chitako encourage mayuthi banzanga bali mkombono bakamvera ma programs yaso vazipezekako kuti tizipunzira vambiri nenda punzira vambiri padera lero sinanzoziva ti mabanana yanga shokewe kupikiwa kudyeva so nishita encourage banzanga please ngati mwamvera ma programs yaso tizitandizirana kuti tizibwera
kupunzisana kuti tione vitu pamene timatenga kuti tingaende bwanji pasogolo kusunga bwanji bana batu munga mwamene mwaonera vambiri pano ni vazimai so tabwera kupunzisana pano pamene tapunzirako ni vintu vambiri maningi timapaswa kwa mafingerlings so tikapaswa mafingerlings tisunga nsomba zikapya batipunzisa kuti simungazita echabolo mulibe kogulisa mungaziyanike mungafuraini so tikaziyanika paja nsomba zizankala for a long time timasunga maybe 3 or 5 months mnazisunga chabe nsomba.
Chilanga Community Development Officer Lina Kalimokwa says learning simple preservation methods can improve the nutrition of the women's families and ensure food security.
Their processing right now includes such as beans, such as groundnuts, such as coarse maize. They are sun-drying fish. They are sun-drying meat, which can be kept, of course, and can be used for a much longer time, thereby, of course, improving household security at household level. Some of these women from here, they will be able to process these, of course, this food using these simple, simplified methods for even sale. That way, they will also be enhancing their income generation activities at household level.
The Food Security Pack, FSP, is a social safety net program that targets poor and vulnerable but viable farmer households, especially those headed by females, providing them with agricultural inputs and other requirements. Miles Kawengo, reporting for Zanis in Chilanga District, Lusaka.
The Solwezi Municipal Council in Northwestern Province has assured residents that it will plow back the 20 million kwacha to the community from the property rates that will be collected from Kansanshi Mine PLC in 2024 by tarring Township Roads. More in the following report by Jennifer Mtoshi.
The state of Township Roads in Solwezi District continues to be a bond of contention between the residents and the local authority. For this reason, the municipality has continued with its efforts to improve the road network by upgrading selected township roads to bituminous standard. Solwezi Town Clerk Stanley Mbewe shares the council's plan on road works in 2024.
We are contracting the mine to do the same 4.6 kilometers of roadworks. And now they are picking the levels and also they are doing the road designs so that we are able to commence in the shortest period of time. We are hoping that the mines can take possession of the roadworks within the next 5 weeks so that we are able to construct. We don't want to go past the beginning of the rain season in terms of the roadworks for this year's jobs. So we are hoping to complete the roadworks before the onset of the rains in 2024.
He further indicates the status of the 2023 roads project.
We are at 98%. I think what is just remaining is we are just doing the patching and also beautifying on our bridges, like this bridge going to after the police. Otherwise, so far the roadworks are well done, and I think our partners RDA have also done an inspection about it, and I think they are satisfied with the roadworks which has been done.
Meanwhile, the residents make submissions on the roads that should be considered for upgrade.
Just after the bridge into Bongana Ward, as you go Messenger Road, connecting also to Kiawama Ward for Pentecostal holiness there, that road needs serious attention.
Reporting for Zanis in Solwezi District, Jennifer Mtoshi.
In education news, Lusaka District Commissioner Rosa Zulu has commissioned 2 classroom blocks in Mandevu constituency at Justin Kabwe and Kabanana primary schools. Justin Perry has the details.
It was a momentous occasion at Justin Kabwe and Kabanana primary schools in Lusaka's Mandevu constituency during the handover ceremony of 2 1x3 classroom blocks constructed under the Constituency Development Fund costing over 1.6 million kwacha. The event was graced by Lusaka District Commissioner Rosa Zulu, who expressed happiness and reaffirmed government's commitment in ensuring a conducive environment for all learners.
With the addition of these classrooms to our education infrastructure, we are not only expanding access to learning, but also laying the foundation for a more equitable and prosperous society. Your dedication, Mr. President, to the welfare of our nation's youth is a testament of youth, your profound belief in the transformative power of education. And for that, we are truly grateful. Dare not tamper with anything at this school, or else the law will not be soft on you.
Mandevu Member of Parliament Christopher Shakafuswa has welcomed the gesture and thanked government for its unwavering support in developmental projects.
Education, my dear friends, is the great equalizer of our society. It is the beacon of hope that illuminates the path from poverty to prosperity. It defies odds and shapes our destinies. I want to express my profound gratitude to our esteemed Republican President, His Excellency Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, whose tireless efforts and unwavering commitment to prioritize education have made this day possible. Under his leadership, we are witnessing a renewed focus on investing in the future of our nation, 1 classroom and a desk at a time.
Meanwhile, Lusaka District Education Standard Officer Dr. Nathan Kasune says there is need for construction of specialized classrooms at the 2 schools.
As the school grows, it may also need specialized rooms, such as science laboratories, computer labs, just to mention a few.
Justin Kabwe Primary School head girl appreciated the government on behalf of all the learners. Justin Piri reporting for Zanis in Lusaka.
And government has constructed classroom blocks in various schools in Mansa District of Luapula Province. Details in the following report by Betsheba Katebe.
Government has continued fulfilling on its promise of providing more learners space in schools. In Mansa, the next to benefit is Musaila Combined School and Musongosh Primary School, which have benefited through the construction of a 1x3 classroom block each, while Mano Primary School has benefited a roof to a 1x3 classroom block. Luapula Province Minister Njavasi Mutowe has since commissioned the 3 projects.
Through the Constituent Development Fund, the government in the Mansa District has constructed 15 classroom blocks and 2 science laboratories to support the current burden that many schools are facing. Public schools are assured that your government is aware of challenges currently being faced in schools, such as insufficient classroom blocks, and your government is addressing these challenges through the construction of more classroom blocks, as well as the procurement and delivery of furniture, such as desks and mattresses.
Mansa Mayor Njiko Musuku says government is working hard to ensure that development is taken closer to the people.
It is our responsibility to represent the interests of the people at local level, and we have to uplift their livelihood by bringing services closer to the people, because we want every child to be in school. And by the instruction by the president, we do not want to see umwana kulaika na kunganda.
Impia sha pofu apashingi sana, so chipe pamipela chisungeni mwino. Hii development pele ta mission development yesu. Uteka mwe pele ndalama kule ama school abana basambile. Tatulevwa mwe bafyashi mwe sunga abana mu mayanda. Tatulevwa mwe bafyashi mutume abana bakashana 15 years kuchupo.
to the community. The developments have come at a right time when more learners are in schools following the introduction of the free education policy.
Hakainde tuletotera konsoko muri ukutira ife muletita nokuteka buli muletungulula mutwalirepo pakubomba mulimo mulebomba tulekabira okutubikira pona buloko na imbi tulelomba pantu abana abo tukwete preschool lino n'abafula bali 2000 plus tulelombako laboratory mwalimu wa kusabira abana tatukwete pano mwebiteko tulefwa mini dormitory iyo abaka skulu abana kashi mukwali baka skulu ababa songe betumanda mu mushi ero mwana wa skulu kwete 18 and above very zo kuimita.
Betre Bakatebe reporting for Zanis News in Mansa District in Wapla Province.
In other news, Mongo Mayor Nyambe Muyumana has employed Avic International Company to expedite the construction of Lambai Road in the district. Rogers Fiabipa filed in this report.
Mongo Mayor Nyambe Muyumana has called on Avic International Company contracted to work on the Lambai Road to expedite the works as the road will be used by the Ritunga Imuko II during the celebration of Komboka ceremony in Mongo District of Western Province. Mr. Muyumbana said the Lambai Road, once done, will reduce the congestion of traffic in Mongo District.
This is a 1.8 kilometer up to the harbour, and it's being improved to bituminous standard. You can see that the works have intensified because of the Komboka. Government is concerned that His Majesty Ritunga, as he comes from the harbour, wants to see that he uses this road. And so by next week Wednesday, we want to assure our people that this road will be complete. Next week Wednesday, so that by Friday, Saturday, when the Ritunga comes out of the water, you'll be able to use it. Yeah, so it's a very important road, and we hope the official person to use it will be the Ritunga himself.
Avic International Project Assistant Engineer, Copperbelt Chama, said once the road is complete, it will boost the economic structure of Mongo District.
As you can see, we're doing the Lambai Road, which is scheduled to be completed on 15th of April before Komboka. So this road is under the project which is a rehabilitation of the Mulunga and also the Moyo Road. The road is economical because it's one of the roads which is connecting Kalabo and Mongo. So it's connecting the Mongo town to Kalabo.
Meanwhile, Dundawa Chama, a Mongo resident, has thanked the government for facelifting of the Lambai Road.
Kwa ovalopangela wahaba wo ubona kuli kibunde kuli ukone kuzama mwateni ukwakwa na usinyehile mukwakwa wo kono muse upangela wa chwana ikanisa kami kwa yemu yesu eli kupanga hala luutwa hande ulikona zwelo pili yelo kanela ona chwalo kuli watu bakona kuzama ya mwateni limota kama hutu kwa matuko.
A motorist talked to Nasiris Menda said the road was becoming impassable during rainy season.
All now ono shwile fana kwetelele nirutu samu kwa wale mumu kwa ono banga ni congestion hapi niona ono rutu sana oshwile ni o mumu no oshwile so fa botropanga o mumu ofika kwa polisi wa bomba wale batiru kutukulu hani kunyakala ifa apelo bona kuna ma preparation ya ezala akupanga mkwakwa mumu o mata kafa kwa side ya concern kwa taskwale kamala wa polisi se wa polisi kuna kuli batiru tabeza o muso zole pili
nation of sustainable road development. Currently, government is working on various road infrastructure development in Mongo District, as this is the sure way of sustainable national development. Rogers Fiabipa reporting for Zanis in Mongo District of Western Province.
We take a break. Stay tuned for more stories.
The Issue is a program that looks at topical issues happening in the country. Watch The Issue every Friday at 19:30 hours, only on Zanis TV, Channel 6 DTT and Channel 458 DTH on Topstar. Don't miss.
The news continues. Zanis staffer Wamba Weyeke reports that Hichilema Council is elated with the construction of a 1x3 classroom block at Chifwafwa Day Secondary. Here is a report.
Hichilema Town Council Secretary Joseph Nonde has expressed happiness with the Constituency Development Fund projects that are taking place in his district. Mr. Nonde disclosed that from the CDF allocation for 2023, the district has managed to construct a 1x3 classroom block at Chifwafwa Day Secondary School at a cost of 1.2 million kwacha.
And this is one of the CDF schools that have been built. This is the 2023 project. It was allocated funds in 2023 and they were able to finish in record time. As you can see, it's already in use and it's already furnished with the desks as per the presidential directive. It's made of concrete blocks, not bent bricks from around here. Our contractors were getting these concrete blocks from Solwezi and bringing them all the way here. It's a challenge, but it also provides an opportunity for the business community because we're having so many of these that are coming up. So there is potential for concrete block making business because CDF is there now to procure those. The project was allocated 1.2 million and 1.3 million and the contract was awarded at 1.2 and you can see the quality that has been done and we are very happy and glad that the contractor who have done this are local contractors. This is a rural area, but the quality of the works, the furnishing, is the same quality you find anywhere in the country, be it Lusaka or Copperbelt, it's the same quality. So our children now will be able to get quality education in quality infrastructure.
School head teacher Sifulwa Masheke thanked government for the gesture, but however cited challenges of lack of running water and housing infrastructure for the teachers.
I would like to thank the government of the New Dawn for erecting the 1x3 classroom block, which has made our work easier because at first we were sitting at the primary school where we were congested together with the primary school. But as for now, we have our own block and we are able to deliver the lessons properly from 07:30 to 14:30 on a daily basis. They have given us this. We don't have water here at this school. We depend on water from the nearby stream. We also don't have we don't have better sanitation in terms of toilets. We have these pit latrines which are collapsing on a yearly basis, which is becoming more expensive and hectic for us to be doing the same project time and again. So we request the government, as they have given us this, to do more to give us the toilets, to bring enough water, and many other amenities such as housing infrastructure.
And Chifwafwa Day Secondary School head girl, Krista Beondashala, has also expressed gratitude towards the projects.
Here I want to thank for the new blocks. I'm thanking for the government for giving us the new blocks, and we are sitting on this.
Wamba Weyeke for Zanis in Hichilema District, Northwestern Province.
The Department of Community Development in Mansa District of Luapula Province has procured 5 hammer mills using paybacks from Food Security Pack beneficiaries. More in the following report by Chipili Makasa.
Under the Food Security Pack program by the Department of Community Development, beneficiaries are expected to pay back part of their farm produce once they harvest. Using these paybacks, the Department of Community Development in Mansa District has managed to procure 5 hammer mills, which have since been handed to 5 different community welfare assistance committees.
His Excellency the President of Republic of Zambia. This is a dream come true for the people of Mansa District. What is done today is just a beginning, because we know for sure that a lot is coming. Your vision to eradicate poverty is through these activities. By empowering the community, it means now we are eradicating poverty.
It is another milestone that government has scored here under the Food Security Pack program, which is being implemented by the Minister of Community Development and Social Services. So for us as a department, we are happy because we are demonstrating the impact we are making in communities.
The recipients of these hammer meals share how these hammer meals will help them to improve their livelihood.
Ififigayo fera tupero byantanshi kaita twainekere kwebati tukakwate ifigayo tufeto afibonfya bwino kulingana community yesumo motwikala tatufire okuru fyo funfuntungu pantu kuntanshi nabana kufyalwa bakesa afisanga bakesa bombera
ndeko serishana yonze community ukuleya ama hammer meals te kumwesu kweka nangu ndeko serisha fe bonza bakweta ama projects bafwire babomfya bwino ifya government including CDF ngayaisa tufwire twabomfya bwino cause government ile tupera fye futi tufwire twachitashani fikabwerera kumweso so ifwenga twaona ula fwe bale chula ninshinifwe.
Such programs by government will help to alleviate poverty in communities and contribute to the country's economic growth. Chipili Makasa, reporting for Zanis News in Mansa District.
Also in the news, Malali Member of Parliament Mike Mposha this morning led a team of Lusaka City Council civic leaders and other stakeholders in a cleaning exercise at Mtendere Kazimai Market. Take a look at this report.
Monali Member of Parliament Mike Mposha has today led a team of different stakeholders in a cleaning exercise at Mtendere's Kazimai Market in Lusaka. This exercise has been undertaken to ensure that marketeers operate in a clean environment. Mr. Mposha, who is also Minister of Water Development and Sanitation, says this is in view of the directive by President Hakainde Hichilema that all places, especially markets, are kept clean.
Yeah. So I was here earlier in the week on Tuesday to meet the marketeers, and I promised them that I was going to come back on Saturday, and this is why we are here, basically to spearhead the clean-up exercise, because as you know, the President directed us that we must ensure that the cleaning of public places, the cleaning of various places should be ongoing. We must not just be doing this during the cholera outbreak.
Mr. Mposha took advantage of the cleaning exercise and announced that government has secured a new trading place for all charcoal traders at Kazimai Market. The lawmaker has since directed the traders to move to a new trading area as soon as possible.
The people who are selling charcoal around this road are really creating a mess of this road, because the remains of the charcoal goes on the tarmac, but also is contributing to the dirty, the black stuff that we are seeing around here. And we already gave them notice and we gave them an alternative, but they are trying to be stubborn. So very soon we'll be putting up an operation to remove all the charcoal traders around here, because not only are they creating, contributing to the dirty that we are seeing here, but they are also contributing to the health hazard of our people, because those charcoal remains can be very bad. People who live around here and trading around here, they are inhaling the charcoal remains, which in the long term will give them, lung complications. And we can't continue subjecting our people to this risk. So I'm appealing to all charcoal traders that in the next 5 days, they must move out of Mtendere Market area and go to the designated place which has been allocated to them.
Duncan Senafala, a resident of Mtendere Market, says there is no dumping site at the market, hence leading people to throw garbage in undesignated areas. Mr. Sinafala has since appealed to the local authorities to secure a proper dumping site for marketeers.
Celebrating a baby child. So guys, kuna vishara tiji bebe vafakira mu damage. So pemba ko che vakanso chani bati lite ko vile vafakira manani ma damage which. Celebrating a baby child.
Precious Piri reporting for Zanis in Lusaka.
Now, the Zambia Research Institute, Msekera Research Station in Chipata District of Eastern Province, has developed a groundnut variety which is climate resilient. Here are the details.
As the country continues to experience drought as a result of climate change, different agricultural research institutions are generating technologies and information that can respond to farmers' needs. The Msekera Zambia Agricultural Research Institution, ZARI, in Eastern Province is improving seed varieties that are climate resilient.
All the varieties that we are trying to release, we are trying to make sure they're climate smart and adapt to the changing in climate. So we had released Wamsanga, which is somewhere there, but it is not resistant to rosette. So this virus will become more as the climate changes, because that's how it works. Every time you have a dry spell, you have waste. We have fields that have been hit 100%, there will be zero yield once it comes in. If I even give you a sample out of this, there's nothing here. So imagine a whole hectare of a field and there's nothing here. That's how it does. So it's a very terrible disease. So we have a field where we are multiplying to make sure farmers have access. Early maturing within 90 days to 95 days, which is just 3 months, it is ready for harvest, but you won't see the rosette virus in there.
During a field day held at Msekera Research Institution in Chipata, Eastern Province Deputy Permanent Secretary Dr. Lewis Mwape interacted with seed companies.
We are looking at science that can produce not something that is just disease resistant or early maturing, but also something that is economical and provide accessibility to vulnerable and poor farmers. Because if you look at the productivity of our country, even in our food banks, FRA, you find that more than 80% of our food security is provided by peasant farmers.
The Chipata District National Farmers Union Coordinator Viju Malambo is happy that the government, working with stakeholders, is addressing challenges that are being faced by smallholder farmers in the advent of climate change.
Some of the varieties that our farmers have been growing are susceptible to some diseases when there is prolonged drought. But the Msekera Research Institute, or ZARI, they have actually developed new varieties that are responding very well even amidst prolonged drought. I think our appeal is that now let these varieties that are responding very well under this kind of weather pattern be given to farmers, so that farmers can see the benefit of growing such varieties even amidst prolonged drought.
Christine Zulu, reporting for Zanis in Chipata, Eastern Province.
Back to Northwestern Province. Police in Solwezi District have recovered various properties believed to have been stolen in various towns across the province. Emma Zulu now gives us the details.
These are stolen goods but recovered by Solwezi Central Police Station, and members of the general public who are victims of the theft are here to identify their properties. Northwestern Province Police Commanding Officer Dennis Mola says his command will not relent in the quest to fight crime. Mr. Mola has since appealed to members of the general public who have lost properties to come for identification.
So far at the province, we have recovered 31 television sets, as we have seen, 17 smartphones, 6 laptops, 12 speakers, 4 subwoofers, 4 motorbikes, and a lot of other items. The people have been arrested in custard, and very shortly will be appearing in court. We are appealing to members of Insulwezi and the Columbia District to come and have a look at the items we have recovered.
Bishop Benson Singoi is one of the people whose personal and shared stolen properties have been recovered.
I think on 28th March, thieves broke into my house and they stole the D-Star TV 55-inch and the church keyboard. After I reported on that same day, a week later on 4th April, my properties were recovered. And because of this, I really want to encourage the community that whenever properties are stolen, we should always report to the police. Because sometimes if we are not reporting, we may think police officers are not working.
The recovered properties is estimated to cost thousands of kwacha. Emma Zulu, reporting for Zanis News in Solwezi District. No.
We end our news with an item on sport. Red Arrows Cycling Club has intensified training in readiness for the 2024 Cycling League season. The Zambia Air Force-sponsored side is using the training sessions to also fulfill its demanding engagement, among them being a cancer and diabetes awareness campaign later this year. Zanis captured the club in training this morning and brings us this report.
Ahead of the Cycling Association of Zambia calendar, the Red Arrow Cycling Club has intensified training in readiness for the demanding season. The Zambia Air Force, sponsored side with renowned riders and national champions such as Obed Chembe and Vanessa Matende, among others, has lately been undergoing intensified training sessions for as long as 120 kilometers. To the reigning national champion and coach Obed Chembe, the preparatory sessions are a blessing in disguise, as they will enable him to focus on the expected stiff competition from other competitors during this session. Chembe, who has won and participated in a number of local and international cycling competitions, among them the Lord de Teta and MTN Zulek in Italy and South Africa respectively, said he is more than ready for the season.
Cycling has been keep me busy, and comparing to my fellow friends, because I've seen most of my friends, my childhood friends, looking at the current situation they are living in.
Not to miss out is the reigning women's cycling champion, Vanessa Matende, who encourages the vulnerable girl child in the country to join in the sport, which she says has many benefits. Tende, a grade 10 pupil at Washuka Basic School, advises girl children in the country not to succumb to stereotype and stigma of society, such as early marriages and teen pregnancies, but join and engage themselves in sports activities such as cycling.
I cycle for the Red Arrow Cycling Club. I'm the national champion for cycling association. And I'm in grade 10. I learn at Washuka Secondary School. What I would like to encourage other ladies is that I would like to tell them to join the cycling. That it's the best sport.
For acting Red Arrows Riders Club acting director Joshua Ngambi, today's training session is part of making his riders strong and resilient enough to face the stiff competition and engagements that lie ahead in 2024. Ngambi expressed hope that his riders, comprising young and seasoned riders, will make competitors during this year's riding calendar to think twice in the competition.
Is in readiness for what?
Okay, so you'll be interested to know that as a club we are affiliated to the Cycling Association of Zambia, which has got other clubs affiliated to it. We are talking about Livingston, we're talking about the Copperbelt, Kansanshi, Kitwe, we're talking about Southern Province here where we've got Nakambala. Even within Lusaka here, we've got Twin Palm Cycling Club, And all these clubs which are affiliated to the Cycling Association of Zambia, we compete because there's always a calendar that comes out every year, an annual calendar of different races and represented at different forums, because you have also the mountain bikes, which we go off-road. It's not just about the road, but we also go off-road right in the other terrains. Yes.
As can be observed, this community social response by the Zambia Air Force is paying off well, as it is helping vulnerable in the community to join in and be part of the club, which initially started as a keep fit and luxury club for its officers to its current 50 membership. Zanis reports from State Lodge in Lusaka.
Let's now have a recap of the headlines. President Hichilema assures economic boom on the Copperbelt. Abic International aid to expedite construction of Monga Road. President Hichilema commissions refurbished Buteko Market. Plus, Red Arrows Cycling Club intensifies training. Thank you so much for watching Zanis News. I'm Ethel Chanda, and our sign language interpreter is Joas Shikombwe. Have a lovely weekend.